Hello, I'm Two Stroke Yard Sale. You may remember me from my recent video in which my Canik Rival S failed miserably at a USPSA match. In this video, I will show and explain why the Canik Rival and Rival S have this particular problem, and I will show how to fix it. If you don't care about the details of the how and why and just want to learn the simple, cheap, and quick fix, skip ahead. This problem appears to casual observers as a failure to feed, and to the shooter as premature slide lock. But it's actually neither. The slide is being stopped not by the slide lock, but by the magazine itself. Specifically, the slide is impacting and stopped by the right rear of the magazine feed lip. This problem can be replicated with any style of extended capacity base pad, any spring and follower, and even with a bare magazine tube. The problem is that the magazine tube is riding too high in the frame, presenting the obstructing feed lip to stop the slide from returning forward. Why does it ride too high? I don't know. Why is it suddenly a huge problem after 3,000 rounds with my steel frame Rival S? I don't know. Why was it only a very rare, almost non-existent problem in 3,400 rounds with my original polymer frame Rival? I don't know. Why does it occur sometimes but not every shot? I think it has to do with the magazine moving under recoil. Here I will demonstrate with a bare magazine tube. No spring, follower, or base pad. There's no follower to activate the slide lock, which is positively held down with its spring. When I rest the base pad on the bench top or hold it with my pinky finger, the magazine tube moves up in the frame and the slide hits the magazine and stops. Here I will demonstrate with an empty magazine with a Taylor Freelance base pad. It has a grams spring and follower, which will not activate the slide lock, so the slide can be cycled. Again, when I rest the base pad on the bench top or hold it with my pinky finger, the magazine tube moves up in the frame and the slide hits the magazine and stops. Here I will demonstrate with an empty magazine with a Hennig base pad. Same story. The slide cycles until the magazine is moved upward slightly. Then the slide halts against the magazine. Here I will demonstrate with an empty magazine with a Mechgar +2 base pad from the Canik 20 round magazine. It has the same problem. And for you on the limited optics bandwagon, the Rival S magazine well does nothing to alleviate this problem. Here I will attempt to reproduce the problem with an empty magazine with a stock Canik aluminum flush base pad. Notice how it butts up closer to the frame compared to the extended base pads. When rested on the bench top, there's a tiny bit of upward play which allows the slide to contact the magazine, but it's not enough to stop the slide completely. Here I will attempt to reproduce the problem with a stock Canik plastic base pad and spring and follower. The follower wants to push up on the slide lock, so I have to hold the lever down with my thumb. The stock base pad stops on the frame, preventing the tube from going upward and stopping the slide. Great, except 18 rounds is not enough for the most popular division in USPSA. You need extended base pads for carry optics. Abnormal wear from contact with the magazine feed lip is visible on the slide's breech face and on and around the safety plunger. Initially, I tried putting a small radius on the corner of the magazine. It helped a little bit, but the slide still stops. My solution is to slide a -215 O-ring down the magazine flush to the extended base pad. It locks in securely and allows absolutely zero mag tube upward movement. I can push the gun down on the base pad while racking the slide, and the slide cycles without stopping on the protruding feed lip, because it's not protruding. The 215 O-rings have a nominal thickness of an 1/8 inch and are actually slightly larger or thicker. Magazines equipped with these O-rings need some attention from the shooter to seat during reloads. They don't need to be slammed hard, but they can't be reloaded like delicate flowers. A slightly smaller thickness O-ring would be perfect, but good luck finding such a thing. In a test session with 10 magazines equipped with O-rings, performing reload drills, I failed to seat a magazine only once. It was noticeably tighter than the others. In the test session, I fired 132 rounds of 150 grain coated flat points and 103 rounds of 147 grain full metal jacket flat points without encountering this slide stopping failure. You can find 215 O-rings everywhere for at most 50 cents a piece. I will be using them on all of my magazines. Subscribe to my channel to watch my match videos to find out whether my rival runs or fails.